Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Surprise, Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1118. Happy Juneteenth. And some of you may be going, Juneteenth, what is that? That is a really good question because, to be honest, I didn't know. So I had to go look it up and figure out what it was. And it's another name for it is also American Second Independence Day, because it was on June 19th in 1865 when, what was the name of that guy? You're going to have to excuse me because I am reading this from the different things. It was on this day in 1865 when Major General Gordon Granger issued General Order Number 3, formally informing Texas residents that slavery had ended. And this is 2.5 years after the proclamation of emancipation had been, I'm just going to read what it's got here. It is celebrated on the anniversary of the order by Major General Gordon Granger proclaiming freedom for the enslaved people in Texas on June 19th, 1865, 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued. And it originated in that day because it took that long for it to get to Galveston in Texas. It originated in Galveston, Texas. And it's been observed since 1866. It is one of the longest running African-American celebrations that much I did get up. I did find out. It's been the longest running African-American holiday. And in 2021, it became a federal holiday. So it's taken a long time to, 2020, I did say 2021, didn't I? Yes, 2021, it became a federal holiday. And I think that's cool. It should have been a federal holiday long before now. But just reading through some of the things that, there's a very long thing. There's a thing on Wikipedia. There's other pages with information on there about this day and how it's spread from just being celebrated in Texas. In church, it was originally celebrated in churches, and then it just kind of swept through different states until it was covering the whole country and celebrated the whole country. And finally, it became a federal holiday in 2021. So happy Juneteenth to our African-American people. I think it's awesome. I love the fact that you guys get to celebrate such an amazing day. So that's a little bit of history. There is a lot in there that I've been reading, and my brain right now is a little fried. It has not been, the brain's been not operating on all cylinders today. In fact, my mouth isn't even operating on all cylinders. So you'll have to excuse me. I've been not well all day. It's kind of annoyed me a little bit that my body said, okay, we've had enough, we're taking a rest. I think I ate onions somewhere along the way. I did get some Chinese last night for dinner. And the dishes I ordered, I know do not have onions in them. But I think some onions may have got in there somehow because the way my body has been reacting today is a typical onion allergy reaction. I managed to get up and take Zeffie for a walk this morning. It was hot. It was already 90 degrees when we went for a walk this morning. But I had my little bum bag on that's got water bottles on it, so we're able to stop and drink water and stay hydrated while we're out there. Came home and went to get some breakfast and was sort of like, had breakfast, which was fine. And then it was sort of like, maybe I shouldn't have had anything to eat. And it's basically been like that the entire day. And basically we've slept the day away. Every time I thought, I need to go finish that box. I get up and I go and I bend over to get what was in the box, and my stomach would start gurgitating. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. So it has been, for me, it has been a day of rest. I know there's been lots of celebrations going on today around the country celebrating Juneteenth, but for me here in this house, we got a lot of rest today. We slept on the couch, we slept in the bed. We got up like about 15 minutes ago. It's just been a day of just resting the body. And I think it's just the body's way of saying, hey, you need to slow down. And I was like, well, I had 2 full days to do some unpacking. And so I was kind of annoyed about that. But then I was like, it is what it is. And now it seems like my carpet is not being replaced on Thursday. So I've got a bit of grace time there to clear the room out for the craft room. So now I've got next weekend. And actually, I don't have next weekend because this coming weekend is June 24th and 25th. It's scrolling across the screen is Networking Riches. So I'm going to work on the view behind me this week. Yeah, because I can't close the doors because that door there is blocked by the recliner. That door there is blocked by boxes. So yes, I'm going to have to figure something out because I definitely don't want to close the room off because it'll get too hot in here. So I need to do something with that view this week. That's going to be fun. Maybe if I'm going to figure it out. Might have to do one of those virtual backgrounds, which is like blurry. Yeah, no, that won't work with me. I don't like the virtual backgrounds. But anyway, so for us, our Juneteenth was not set in celebrating the African Americans today. It was spent resting, a lot of rest. And I just suddenly realized that I haven't had a lot of water today either, so I'm probably dehydrated. And oh, yeah, there she is. And a certain puppy dog will definitely want to go for WALK soon. So I need to get some energy in me that's going to last the walk out there. I don't even have any idea what the temperature is. I know it's been hot today. Weather. I don't even know what it's at today at the moment. But last night we went for a walk at 7:15 and it was already dark. So it's currently at 99 degrees and it was at 101 at some point. Oh, hang on. It's 99 degrees Fahrenheit is the current temperature, but the real feel is 98. Oh, and we've got air quality alerts again. I just really wish the rain would come through so we get rid of these air quality things. Yeah. Because it makes it very hard to breathe when you're outside with those things on. But I do have my breathe drops, my doTERRA breathe drops, which help with that. So, yeah, we're going to fill up the water bottles and take them with us again. So, let's see. Yeah, I'll probably have to leave here in about the next 15, 20 minutes to take her for a walk while it's still daylight. Otherwise, we're going to be in the dark again. No, that wasn't too bad walking in the dark. They got lights along. And like I said, this feels like a very safe neighborhood. And I was out walking Zeffie last night. There were people occasionally out there walking, which was awesome, out walking their dogs and stuff as well. And it just felt a very safe time to be outside. So I don't know, maybe we'll go when the sun goes down. I have no idea what time sunset is. So that's been our Juneteenth, is just doing a lot of, hang on, sunset is meant to be at 7:42 this evening. Yeah. Oh, it's Sunday, Monday. I was just trying to figure out, why have I got 2 rise times and 2 set times? Wow. But it says that, but I can notice that the days are definitely getting shorter. Definitely, because it was that we could go out at 7 o'clock, even at 7:30, and there'd still be daylight out there. We were out there last night at around 7:30. It was dark. And I was like, okay, we're going to start walking earlier, which means we're soon going to get into the, oh no, that'll be a couple of months away, where around 6 o'clock will be dark. So we don't do daylight saving here in Arizona. So what did you guys get up to today for Juneteenth? A day off, federal holiday. Which will explain why the trash hasn't been picked up today. I totally forgot about that. But everybody put their trash out. I'm just following everybody else's lead. They put their trash out on Sunday night. My trash went out on Sunday night. We had a full recycle bin, a full trash bin. And then once that's done, we can start all over again. But I looked at my garage when we came in last night, and I thought, I really need to move that over there so I'm not scared of knocking into it when I pull in, because I've got my oak buffet is sitting right at the front of the garage, and I need to move it to one side because I have to park it about this close to it in order to be able to open the trunk on the car when the garage door's closed. If I move that, but then I've got to move everything else. But there's not a lot of stuff in there to move. But I do have a shelving unit out there. I do need to adjust and get back on the level again so I can put some of the stuff that's sitting on the floor onto the shelving unit, which would help greatly. Not sure how we ended up with so few shelving units because I know we used to have a lot of those. But anyway, so that's been our Juneteenth. It has been a day of rest, relaxation, recovery. I'm just realizing that I have not drunk enough fluids today. Yeah. So I'm going to go have some coconut water because it's got natural electrolytes in it, and work on finding something that I can eat that's not going to upset my stomach. Honey's usually a good thing. So I'm going to have a teaspoon of honey and see how that goes. And I have eggs and I have my pots. I'm going to do poached eggs. Yeah, because that'll be gentle on the stomach. I can do poached eggs, but somebody will want her own poached egg. Ziffy loves eggs. What could I say? Maybe I haven't found my pan. Haven't found my frying pan yet. Need to find my frying pan so I can scramble eggs in it. But I could do it in a pot, but it doesn't look the same. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a very quiet day here in the neighborhood. Yeah, everybody's just been staying inside. But I did discover something different about this neighborhood too, because there was on the other side of the park, as we were doing our loop last night, there was a guy who had his boat on the trailer, and it was one of those ones that's you got the hull, and then you've got the cabin, and then it's one of those like fishing boats that has the boat portion in the cabin, and then the top steering area. I don't know, helm. I don't know. And he was out there cleaning and scrubbing it, but all I could see was like this wall. I could see into like this space, and I could see that it wasn't a drywalled space. And I'm like, does he have like an RV garage there? And I wanted to go for a walk just to be nosy, go past there for a walk to be nosy, but I didn't feel comfortable doing that. Like, that'll be interesting to go for a drive through that neighborhood area. And then this morning when we were out, where we stopped to have our water, it was in the playground. They have a picnic shelter area there. And so we stopped there to have our water. And I looked across the road, and there was one of these houses that had this tall garage. I thought, that's an RV garage. They've got houses around here that have RV garages. So then, get home, we have to look this up. And ended up looking up and found one of the houses over in that area that was for sale that had an RV garage. And so these houses were designed, some of these houses were designed over in the subdivision, the other side of the park area, that have these RV garages. And these RV garages are 2 stories tall, so well over 15 feet tall, just judging by the size of them. And one of them, and it had a picture of an RV, for the photos for the house that was for sale, I had a picture of an RV in the garage, and there was a ton of room above it. But these things are 45 feet long. And I'm like, oh, Sparkles would definitely fit in one of those. But these places were selling for like $750,000. And I was like, yeah, that's a little out of my price range right now. But you had, looking at the front, you had the RV garage here that was, I don't know, 20 feet high, with this big electrical rolling door. At the back, it had a smaller roll-up door at the back, so it had access to the garage at the back. So I guess you could have, it was sort of like a ventilation system where you could have the front door open and have the smaller back door open, and the back door only came up like halfway on the back of the RV, so it wasn't maybe regulation garage size door, I don't know. But it's a good way that you could then have the cross flow going through if you had to run the engine while you were parked in the garage. And I thought that makes sense. But then you had the RV garage, then you had the regular garage, and next to it, and there was a room on top of it. Then you could see the way to the front door, and then there was it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, like 3,300 square feet, and with a 45-foot long RV garage. I thought, that is so cool. And there happened to be one across the road from the park where we were stopping for our water today, and they had the garage door open. I thought, that's a huge garage. But I'm not sure if it was wide enough to get the slides out. It was definitely wide enough to put an RV in there up to 45 feet. And but I don't know if it was wide enough because I couldn't tell from the angle of the photograph on the one that was for sale if they had room to put slides out. So I thought that was really cool that we have that in our neighborhood. So we're discovering new things each day about our neighborhood, and Of course, we got home not feeling well, but that was the nature of the day. And so now I'm going to go and find something to eat to give me some strength to take a pup for a walk in 98 degrees, 99 degrees heat. But we'll definitely have water with us. So we'll definitely have the water with us. And I will have some lozenges with me as well. Because of the air quality, I always have the breathe lozenges with me. But should that run out, and I usually start sucking on them on the way because it helps keep my mouth moist as well. And I'll also have some honey ones with me too for the glucose if I need it. So, and then what we'll try for dinner tonight, maybe eggs, or maybe we'll go have eggs now and see how that goes. But that's been our Juneteenth. How was your Juneteenth? I hope you had a super fantastic sparkling day. And I'm out of here, but we do have a guest on tomorrow. So we have a guest tomorrow night. It's the 20th. Yes, the 20th. She's a fabulous lady with an incredible story about how to live your best life now. So keep an eye out for that tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. We are going to have a guest on. She is fantastic. And she's got an amazing story to tell. Yeah. It's an amazing. So I want to share some with you, but I'm not going to because that's her job. So tomorrow you will hear some of her story, and it's an incredible story about living your best life now. So join us tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Until then, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konera.